Welcome along, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Good morning to you all. It's Connor 500 on day 2 of the Air Festival. Thank you so much for coming along. You're all so much appreciated. What happened yesterday? Another bad day. It was another bad day yesterday. Horrific. It's just not our time at the minute, apart from that one super amazing day. But I can't sit here going on about one day when every other day's been solid losses. But we are in the right. I wouldn't be here otherwise, would I? I wouldn't be doing the statistics. Let's get straight into it today. We've got a lucky 15 and we've got our usual cross doubles. The cross doubles are the main bet today. I'll be honest, I was umming and ahhing this morning. Should I just do the doubles? The Kempton race was good, because we had the third race there. It's a horse at a bit of a price. I'm just being honest with you. Today I was thinking about just doing the cross doubles and leaving it at that. But I have pushed it to a lucky 15 and I'm happy enough with it, I am. But tomorrow looks a lot better than today. It really does. I'd be keeping the stakes lower today for a bet tomorrow. It's handicaps galore, good ones as well. But tomorrow looks a really good day. So we're just going to grind through the day today. And yeah, right, we've got a lucky 15. We're starting off, obviously we've got the two main races, the 3:45 Air and the 5:05 Newbury. But we've got Grantley Hall, 12 to 1 in the 3:45 Air. That's Grantley Hall, 12 to 1, 3:45 Air. We then got Mustazeed, 12 to 1 in the 5:05 Newbury. That's a weak price. It's 14s, 16s everywhere. I've wrote 12 because that's the shortest price, but Mustazeed at 12 to 1, 5:05. 6 ace, so I've just put this as a 1-star, guys, 7 to 1, 6 ace in this 5:15 down Patrick. If the first two races have gone badly, ignore the second two, just leave them, let it run on and move on to tomorrow. If the first two lose, don't go chasing with a single on 6 ace and then a single on Spirit of Cahala, 33 to 1 in the 6:15 Kempton. Last leg of the lucky, 6:15 Kempton, Spirit of Cahala, 33 to 1. Yeah, don't go singling them, but they're worth having in there. We've got our 25 each way doubles across the main two races. I've gone Grantley Hall and Tipperary Tiger onto Mustazeed and Kattani. So that's Grantley Hall onto Mustazeed, Grantley Hall onto Kattani, Tipperary Tiger onto Mustazeed and Tipperary Tiger onto Kattani. 4 lots of beautiful each way doubles. If you're considering making them 3x3 doubles instead of 2x2 like I've done, crack on with it. It's a solid idea. Lowers the variance right down, even if you do win a bit less if these two do come in. But it's solid. It's absolutely solid. Lower your variance, keep your EV. You'll be laughing if you do that. That's the bet today. So we've got a lucky 15. We've got our cross doubles. It's the right thing to do, guys. It really is. The only thing you could have done today would be to cut out them last two races and just go bigger on the 16-runner handicaps. That's the only thing you could do. I'm going to leave it at that today. I think we're done. Tomorrow's the day I'm looking at more than this. But yeah, thanks a lot. That video yesterday is I was in a position there. You've got to understand the position I was in. I had 400 only in there. It was on an account that weren't mine. And I was expecting a Betfair where I was expecting a Betfair I was going to hedge off. All of us for this bloke, so I could get half of the money, he keeps his, and then I'll keep him as a client. Because if he's happy, the main person I want to be happy here is him. Because if he's happy, he'll find me more people. So, what else am I going to do but grind it out the way I did? Do you know what I mean with that small balance? You could say, Connor, why didn't you just go a ton each way on a couple of the very best horses in that race, perhaps the one you've done on the channel? Okay, but then that balance has now become extremely swingy, and he may have to top up again, and that's going to potentially lose me a client of person who's getting me accounts. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I'll be honest, the only people that would slag off the fact that I'm using Betfair 5 minutes to the off, bear in mind this is 5 minutes to the off, the only people who would slag that off are people who don't really... Okay, cool. I'm here to help a variety of people, I am. Different people will take different things away from this channel. The people I want to take something away from this channel are people like me. 10 years ago, I was in Ladbrokes, dead-end job, going nowhere, some retail rubbish job. If I looked at this game any other way than I did, if I took any other approach to this game than what I did, I would still be sat in that Ladbrokes now, getting mugged off. I remember one time I was in that Ladbrokes, there was a managers meeting at the top, because we had a big room at the top of our Ladbrokes, and all the managers from all these shop areas came in. And one of them said to me rudely, it's a random story, I remembered it this morning, that idiot. He said to me rudely, go across to Greg's and get us all coffees and sandwiches. And at the time I was 18, 19, so I was thinking, all right, then I'll go over Greg's, I'll take 10 minutes out of my schedule. I've come back, brought them back. Anyway, I've called upstairs to the thing. I was like, look, all your stuff's down here. And he's like, look, can you bring it up? And I thought, all right, then, just mugging me off a bit, because I don't work for you, pal, but I'll bring your Greg's up and I'll put them on the thing. Anyway, I've brought them up, and he said, can you hand them round? He said, can you hand these Greg's round this table? Do you know what the worst thing? And I shouldn't have done that. I bloody did it as well, handed them out like some mug. And that's not my job role. My job role ain't handing Greg's out to random managers I don't know. The point of what I'm saying on this story is, that video yesterday, if it weren't for you, then it weren't for you. But it will be for someone. There'll be someone there who realises now, get them best extra place races, match up the best ones you can, and long term you're going to win. I'm just saying that. And one last thing I will say, if I was born 30 years earlier, I would hate that Betfair exchange as well. I would hate the Betfair exchange as well. It's just, it's a time that I came flourishing into this game at the time that was coming out, 2014. If you, like I said, if you in 2014, you spend your time in that form book rather than doing the market and doing the things, you'll still be there now. And that's not. And look at a busy week. I'm going to give you one more example. Say a busy week, Cheltenham week. You're out every day in Cheltenham week. Got all the shops, extra places, bonuses flying at your ears. You're out all day with your runners. You'll finish at say 9 o'clock. Pay your runners, get home, go to sleep. You're back out the next day. Tell me the time you've got to pour through everything and take into account any late market moves. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes all I'm saying is, I'm not here to talk rubbish. I'm just here to tell you what it is. And that video yesterday would have helped someone. That video yesterday will have helped someone. And there'll be people going onwards now matching it up. And that's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm never going to sell you nothing. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a rambling last few minutes, but I just know with that video yesterday, there'll be people not understanding the full picture, and they'll be saying, oh, it's 5 minutes to the off. Why is he on Betfair? Why is he not looking in the racing post? Why has he not got his racing post out and trying to do one? No, because I only had 400. It weren't my money. I've got to grind it out because I want to keep him as a customer. And it's 5 minutes to the off, so the Betfair's going to be right anyway. The only time I've bought the racing post in the last 10 years was when I was in hospital. That's the only time I've bought the bloody racing post. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day. We've got an absolute margin here. If you like the channel, you like the channel. And if you can gain something from it, then good. If you don't like the channel, then, to be fair, I appreciate you watching the views anyway. It's a bit of a... today is what it is. Today's going to go either way. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you later and take care.